Hey guys, I got a brand new video for you today, and it's setting up the Cactus V6ii high-speed triggers with the X-Pro2. First thing you're going to want to do is update the firmware. So take a micro USB cable, connect it to your computer and then to the transmitter. And next you're going to want to go to the Cactus website. I'll put a link in the description below where you can go to find this. Then download the firmware for your operating system. Once it's downloaded, you're going to want to open it up. It's going to tell you that the device is not connected. So what you got to do is hold down the menu button and then switch the transmitter into TX mode, and you'll see a red light blink. Once it's connected, it'll tell you you're connected, and then you can hit update. Then you can just disconnect everything. And for this test, I'm going to be using the Canon 430EX2 speedlight. Connect the transmitter to the X-Pro2 and then the flash to the receiver. And it's going to look something like this. The first thing you're going to want to do is turn on the camera and then hold the shutter button halfway down and then flick it into TX mode. And you'll see that it detected F, which is Fuji. So it detected a Fuji camera. Then you want to go into the menus and set up your flash system. And based off what you're using, you're going to set it to that. Then you're going to want to go to HSS Learn. You're going to set the camera to 1/1000th of a second shutter and then take a photo. And you'll see that it learns it. And then learning is complete. Then go over to your flash and turn your flash on. Then turn the receiver into RX mode. And then next you're going to want to set your flash to high-speed sync if it isn't already on. And then you're going to go back to the transmitter on top of the camera and you're going to hit in the little dial there, and it's going to force HSS on. And you need to do this for the X-Pro2. And once you get force HSS on, you can just set this up and they should be synced now. Do some test shots. I'm doing this one at 1/1600th of a second. And you can see we've got some nice high-speed sync here. So one thing I did notice is that it worked fine at 1/3200th of a second, 1/5000th of a second, but when it did 1/8000th of a second, it just could not do it. So I went back to 1/6400th of a second and it was fine. So you're going to be asking yourself, Lee, where is the high-speed sync for the X-T2? Well, for some reason, when I tried this on the X-T2, I did the exact same steps and everything, and I could not make this thing get past 1/250th of a second. And even then, it was kind of intermittently working. So I think that the autofocus / high-speed sync / all the firmware that's new in the X-T2, that's obviously going to be coming to the X-Pro2, and I really hope that it doesn't break the high-speed sync on these, on the X-Pro2. I'm kind of nervous because I feel like it will break the high-speed sync, and when it does, Cactus is going to have to come out with a new firmware. Hopefully they'll come out with a new firmware, because then we can use this on the X-T2 and the X-Pro2 and get high-speed sync. Obviously, as you saw from my setup here, I could only get up to 1/6400th of a second on the X-Pro2. Right as soon as I went to 1/8000th, it just got cut off. It just couldn't do it. So I don't know if that's just my experience or if other people have had the exact same experience, but having the shutter speed go up to 1/6400th of a second is pretty nice, because up until now there's really no way to do it. I have these other triggers, these cheap ones from Young New, or whatever it's called, and they can only do 1/250th of a second. So I went out and did kind of a small photo shoot. I was actually going out to do a shoot with this artist named Leah, and we shot with the X-T2 for most of the stuff, but I wanted to try out the high-speed sync with the X-Pro2. So take a look at a couple of these shots. I'll have a link to the small little set that I did on my Flickr page, and you can check those out. You'll see tests from the X-T2, not with high-speed sync, but just, you know, natural light, and you'll see some of the shots with the X-Pro2 where I was using high-speed sync. If you like this video, and if you like Leah's crazy hair, you can check her out in the link below on her Facebook page, her Instagram. I'll put all the links. Yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it 2 thumbs down. And I promise I'll have an X-T2 review coming soon, so stay tuned and look out for that.